Jayco 245. Great little couples camp and rear living room with a slide out here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. If at any point you like what you see, you'd like to learn about a price tag, or you'd like some tank capacities or something, I leave you a link in this video's description that says check for price and availability. That will direct you to our website where you can get all the hard specs on this if we have one in stock, because I don't bait and switch people. I only advertise what we have in stock at our place. This is a great little couples camper right here. That's kind of the question for any RV. Any RV. We carry a ton of different brands, and they all have a role and an identity. So who is this one? You've got a couple. You're looking for something you can own for a while, but you can't maybe casually, or you just like to have a simple camper and not a loaded glamper, if you will. You don't need fireplaces and ceiling fans. This is your rig right here. 5,315 pounds. Half-ton towable all day long. Generally speaking, even light-duty half-tons are going to be fine on here. And what I like about the J-Flight SLX series is they're all thriller, no filler. They do everything that matters, nothing that doesn't. We've got an easy tilt power awning right here the nice part about easy tilt, literally 2 fingers, you can pull it down to a 12-inch pitch and it'll hold itself there. And it sorts itself out when you roll it back up, which is neat too. All LED lighting inside and out, which is exceptionally rare in this class. And these are the kind of qualities I want to focus on. The things that are not usually found in a base level trailer. This is the most base level trailer Jayco makes, and yet it still has all of, if not most, if not all of the equipment of a lot of other, quote unquote upgrade models. You're still seeing, it's still a J-Flight. It's basic in its equipment, not cheap in its construction. That is such a critical differential, folks. You got to understand that. Like, you see the bed base here. You're sleeping on plywood decking. You've got tongue and groove plywood floor decking. As of the turn of the 2017 calendar year, the SLX series now has tongue and groove plywood roof decking as well. They wanted to be consistent across the board. This is still built with the Magnum Truss roof system, strongest roof in the industry. It holds 4,200 or 4,800 pounds or some silly number like that. It's incredible. It's overbuilt so that you can own it for a long time. And things like that are the reason that the Jayco J-Flight is, and has been, the #1 selling travel trailer since 2005. Uninterrupted, unopposed. It's the king, and it's not even, second place isn't even close, is the thing. Little detail stuff, too, that's easily missed, and that's why I put these videos together. Like, you look at this, and people walk inside of Jayco and they say, man, I don't know. Is this bigger? And the answer is yes. It's bigger inside, but not bigger outside. And you're going, what? W-U-T. What? Well, this is kind of how they do that. An integrated A-frame up front, what this does for us is it allows the floor to be lower instead of the ceiling taller. Lower center of gravity. Still, holding tanks are below the floor, not above, but you get a 3-inch taller interior height. That 3 inches means the difference between a guy like me standing or kneeling in the shower. Outside utility shower with hot and cold water, standard on the SLX family. Not a massive deal. And that's the thing. Other than the double length warranty, you're not going to find any one major overarching thing like, oh, that's the reason I gotta buy this one. It's the combination of all these little things I'm going to point out. So pay attention to the details, because the devil is in the details. Frankly, most trailers do most things just fine. I say most, not all. This just does more things a little bit better than industry standard. But it does a lot more things better than industry standard, Again, like just the little detail, the LED exterior lights. The fact that this has tinted windows that open for ventilation and not just straight glass windows. That will keep this thing remarkably cooler in the summertime. Even with the same air conditioner, this will be cooler because you're knocking down 80% of that greenhouse effect of the solar radiation getting trapped in the camper. Basic trailers don't usually have oversized downspouts on your rain gutters. But this is a Jayco, so they just do that every day. Basic trailers don't usually have those bigger pass-through compartments. Now, here's the attention to detail stuff I like to point out. Where you see the darker colored metal, Jayco actually uses a thicker aluminum skin to help actively fight heat expansion and contraction. Why do they do that? Because they don't want you having leaks. Because if you get a leak, you're going to say, this thing is a piece of junk and no one should ever buy it. Well, that's obviously not good press for them. So they're trying to build it better. Instead of putting all of the burden on you, don't get me wrong, you still have to maintain it. But they're giving you a better base platform to work off of. That's who this is, guys. Simple, but simply reliable. That's the best way I can describe it. Now, this is nice out here. This big compartment down here. This is not a new floor plan in the industry. No, sir. But no one's ever really found a good way to use this space because no one really wants to just spend the money on a big baggage door. They all want to find a way to cheese it. Jayco just doesn't cheese a lot. They're cheese-free, folks. They're lactose intolerant. Key to like system. This is another little fine detail. I'm glad the sticker's here to remind me. Most campers, your entry door and your deadbolt have one set of keys. Then you have different keys for your baggage doors, your outside shower, blah, blah, blah. All of your baggage doors, your main entry door, your deadbolt are one key in this. Here's another thing basic trailers don't usually have: triple entry steps. It just makes it easier to get in and out. They can save a little money by going to the double step. They also use a hickory step, which is one where you don't tend to pinch your finger. Hickory is the mechanism, you know, as opposed... There's different types of stairs, basically. And I'm not saying that's, again, the reason to buy this one versus that one. It's just that there's a bunch of little things. Let's step inside for you. Try to kick my shoes off best I can, because this could be your camper one day, and I want to be respectful of that. There are different interior decors. At the time of this filming, this is Earth. There's also one called Smoke. The one that I have in stock could have either of those. You don't really choose your decor in a J-Flight SLX, you just sort of get it. It's one of the cost saving measures that help keep this in their very price leader format. So, once again, we're taller inside, 6'9" interior height. That means that you've got extra cabinet room, you've got a taller slide out, we've got a taller shower. If it were a bunkhouse, you'd have more bunk space as well. You'll find thicker, higher grade cushions, even in your base level J-Flight SLXs. The everyday basic thing Jayco does is still, generally speaking, a higher grade than industry standard. That's impressive to me. You're also not hurting for some nice big airflow friendly windows in here. And these all have pull down night privacy shades. So if you need to block that out because it's like too hot, or you just want to kind of get some extra privacy, you can do that here. Storage below the dinette seating. Even the carpeting, guys. This is Shaw Carpeting. That's a name that you know. It's just, even the carpet is a higher grade in a Jayco, you know. Central air, central heat, everything that matters, nothing that doesn't. All LED lights. The stuff that you need is here. They spent smart money on this. They didn't just wing money at this willy-nilly. You know, they're the #1 producer of you know, the #1 travel trailer brand out there. Because they just have more experience and they just get it better, I guess. So this is a fold-down Jackknife sleeper sofa. You lift up that base cushion. There is some storage below that. Very handy for, like, blankets maybe for a grandkid who might stay over now and then. Easy stuff like that. I also like the full overhead storage. And this is another area. Right here, I can see two differences in this basic Jayco versus industry standard campers. First of all, their overhead baggage doors are strutted. And it's a metal strut, not a plastic strut. Secondly, if you reach around this piece of wood, this T right here, you're going to feel where Jayco screws their cabinets together. At this class and price point, you usually get staples. Stapled cabinetry in a camper is okay. This is better. There's good and there's better. There's good and better, and that's what I keep going back to in this video. This is the better side of good. Big countertop prep space, and I like that double drawer. They did a good job with those drawers right there. Now, someone's going to say, yeah, but if there's a person sitting in that seat right there, the drawers they got to move to get the door open. And the answer is, yeah. This is, at the end of the day, a couples coach. Now, if you're entertaining friends, people got to wiggle sometimes to get things in. But, I mean, seriously, folks, is that any different than, like, if you're entertaining someone in your kitchen and they're standing in front of a drawer and you say, oh, hey, Kieran, excuse me real quick. And they go, oh, sure. How is that a big deal? It's not a big deal. You know, people tend to blow things out of proportion. I like the double windows right here. And look at the double power outlets on each side of that window. One of the criticisms floor plans like this have had historically is you've got a huge chunky countertop, but there's a sofa in the way. Well, what you do is you make this kind of like a living room end stand. Or, so what you do is you put a bowl of chips here for nacho serving time. You can put your phone chargers in that corner. You do living room things next to the living room fixtures. You do kitchen things next to the kitchen fixtures. It makes sense. Big high-rise faucet, something you don't normally find in a basic class like this. And again, it's just all the little bitty stuff, like an actual metallic refrigerator insert on your basic Jaycos. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but actually having the ability to put like little magnets and clips up there, that's pretty handy. I mean, you know, everything in a camper is a dance of efficiency. And what you want to do is make that dance as clean and simple as possible. And sometimes just being able to clip something on the fridge, really handy. Basic Jayco, not as going to have a basic entertainment system. It's got a, you know, almost car style-ish stereo, but it is Bluetooth enabled, and they do leave you room and hookups for extra things. And I do like this little shoe garage down here. It helps keep the living room and everything nice and tidy. Let me just give you a nice little peek at things the other way. A little power outlet under that dining table, if you notice too. Something else I want to point out. One of the things I like about this layout is there's the entry door and there's the bathroom. They're right next to one another. So whether you're sitting in your camping chair outside and you got to jump inside to use the bathroom real quick, or if you're driving down the road and you got to stop and use the bathroom for whatever reason, this is easily accessible. Now I open that up and you see, oh, you can get to the bathroom from the bedroom directly too. It's an easy access dual entry bathroom. Very handy stuff. Before I get too far along though, this is one of the reasons I like these videos, is because I can show you things that a still photo may not capture in the way that I want to. Like this big corner pantry right here. This has a great pantry space, very large, but it's at a spot that a still photo camera just can't really capture it easily. Big shower. They put the same big shower in this that they have in an Eagle fifth wheel, guys. And because it is taller camper, we have taller shower, something that even a guy like me can stand in no problem. Mosey up to our bedroom and we'll get her wrapped up here. Something that is another best-in-class feature. How about a Simmons Beauty Sleep mattress? They have best-in-class bedding in here. Man, I'm having camera focus problems all over today. I wonder how long it's been doing that. Jeez, oh Pete's. So like I said, Simmons Beauty Sleep mattress. It's a better grade mattress. Someone's gonna say, well, is that a full queen? The answer is no. It's a shorter queen. This is a price-focused camper. You know, they built the idea around that, but this fits most people. However, they left you more than enough room down here. If you do want to put a full 80-inch queen in here, you can do that. And if you look up, you'll see TV hookups up here as well. This hits all the important factors. Are there other things you could do in this floor plan? Are there other concepts, you know, better or more equipment? Sure. I have other floor plans just like this from other brands. They cost more money. If you want something that is built reliable, but you don't camp a lot, or you just don't want to spend a lot of money, or you have a really tight monthly budget that you're working on, this is your trailer. You're going to get everything that matters. You're not going to spend money on fluff, and you're going to go camping and have just as much fun as the guy in the fifth wheel next to you. Period. That sounds good? Give us a call. Because I don't care where you live, these things are on wheels, and we don't lose deals very often, guys. I ain't going to say I get them all. We get more than our share. So, if that sounds good to you, if this video is useful to you, all I ask is just the opportunity to earn your business. And that's all I appreciate. I'm one of the owner's sons. This is my family's business. I'm out here sick in the freezing cold, doing my best to try to give you folks educational information. When you are ready, no pressure, call us please, and let us get a deal put together for you. 800-256-5196, HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.